Hey, what's going on, good folks? Y'all know what's going on here on your man Chris Thorns. We got another breaking news story for you. So, hey, we're going to get right into it right after this. What's going on, good people? This your man Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching my program, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, check out the website and check me out on Newsbreak. I'm sharing all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the channel still built up. Finally hit 7K subscribers. Took long enough, but finally hit 7K subscribers. So hopefully the count will keep continuing to go up or whatnot, okay? But enough about that. We're going to talk about this story right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a story that's coming out of Joliet, and I believe that's in Illinois, Joliet. And it's what I've been saying for the latest now. You have a 6-year-old that has stabbed and killed his 2-year-old brother. In case y'all didn't hear me, let me say it again. You have a 6-year-old that has stabbed and killed his brother. Now, this is going to leave a big question with everybody. What's really going on here? Now, yeah, of course, I know because of the age, they're not going to release any pictures or anything like that because of the age or whatnot. But still, the $1 million question is, what is going on here? Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen.
Even Joliet police officers appear to be
I hate when to do that.
Even Joliet police officers appear to be shaken by this investigation, and you can understand why. Right now, detectives are working with officials from Children and Family Services trying to figure out how a 6-year-old little boy was able to kill his little brother with a kitchen knife.
An eerie somberness hangs over Fairway Drive, a perfectly regular family neighborhood block in Joliet. As people pick over goods at a nearby yard sale on a Saturday afternoon, most people still aren't ready or don't know how to talk about what happened a few houses down at this family home Friday evening.
It's messed up, it's hard to process, and I just hope the best for the family.
Police say the family, a mother and grandmother, are both reeling. Around 5 Friday evening, police say they rushed to the block responding to a panicked 911 call from the mother. Investigators say she just found her 2-year-old son stabbed multiple times with a kitchen knife in the family room by her older 6-year-old son.
In our opinion, everyone in this incident is a victim. There is just such a sense of humanity in incidents like this for both the people that are truly, the family and the people directly involved in this incident, and also, frankly, our officers that respond. We are all human beings, and this is definitely taken a toll on everyone involved.
Giovanni lives right next door and spoke well of the family.
They're adorable. Kids are adorable.
Excuse me.
Like most people here, he really doesn't know what to say.
It's hard to process. It's hard because I have a little 6-year-old as well.
That's why Illinois Youth and Family Services showed up with donuts and coffee Saturday morning.
You can't wrap your mind around how that makes a person feel, and that's why I say we just want to be a presence here in whatever way we can be a comfort to the community.
A handshake and perhaps a hug and a cup of coffee can help the aching confusion of why police say one little boy killed his baby brother.
Joliet police say the little boy's mother and family are cooperating with police. It is an incredibly sensitive investigation. Right now, police have not given any indication what, if any, criminal charges could come out of this.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the content of AB7 Chicago. Thank you for sharing that. Got to give credit where credit is due or whatnot. Man, where do you start with this? One of the questions I guess you'll have to ask, and it's going to come up in the next video that I'm going to play. Are we dealing with a history or dealing with a child who has behavior issues? Not only that, does he has, you know, mental issues, which I guess both of them go in the same. Then you may want to go into the other question and ask, you know, what is he possibly seeing on TV? What is he possibly type of movies he's watching? What type of language he may be hearing from the parents? What type of actions he may be hearing from the parents or the grandparents? What they be doing around him? And things like that. Or could it be just a case, you know, could it be possible he's been bullied? Not only probably at school, if he went to school, but probably from the folks at home, his own families. We have done a story about that with their own family members with bullied children too. You know, just recently did a story where a woman was telling other children to bully another child, and that child was dead. Just recently did that story. Still waiting on updates on that. You know, you have quite a few questions of what's going on with this as to why this will happen. A 6-year-old killing a 2-year-old, or could it be that the 6-year-old possibly could have been jealous of the 2-year-old? I mean, I think that is possible. My mom told a story about me saying when I was a child that my cousin was trying to pull me off the bed because I guess he was jealous that, you know, I was getting the attention as a baby. I was a baby now. He was jealous that I was getting all the attention, you know. And I got told a story that he tried to pull me off the bed, I guess, and make me fall or whatnot. And she told me they had caught him. I don't think he got a whooping for that, not that I can remember. But I was a baby, so of course I don't remember. That's just going by the story that my mom told me that my cousin tried to do that to me, you know, when I was a child, when I was a baby, newborn, wherever I was, he tried to pull me off the bed, you know, because he wasn't getting all the attention. At the time, it was the newborn. But see, here's the thing, and I guess that's something us children, we were children, I guess that's just an easy trigger, you know, when we used to getting the attention, what if it's we doing good things or even getting our ass whooped at times, you know, when we used to getting the attention, we don't want nobody else to have it. So when a new child does come in the picture, you know, I guess it just does something to us that we feel some type of way. Now, I'm not saying all children like that, you know, because some of us be trying to hold the baby or whatnot. But, of course, by us being little, we don't know the proper way of holding them. But we want to hold the baby or whatnot. But you do got some that, like, they get upset because the baby is getting more attention than them. You know, but see, the thing about that is, I don't know, is that going on in grown-ups now to where their jealousy or hatred is that you got grown-ups now that's having the same hatred towards little children now. Because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be having all these stories now of grown-ups killing children. Amen? We would be having a lot of grown-ups killing these children now. So maybe with a lot of these grown-ups who kill the children, that's what they grow up with nothing but pure jealousy, because they want the attention, and if they feel like somebody younger getting the attention, they go into a rage. And I think that's quite sad. You know, who would be competing with a child? But sadly, that's what's going on with a lot of these adults. They competing with children. It's sick as fuck to me, but, you know, hey, I guess it's just the way of the world. So, yeah, so to connect all that together, you know, could it be a possibility that this 6-year-old is dealing with some kind of jealousy issue that he probably wasn't getting the attention, and he was jealous that the 2-year-old probably was getting the attention, okay? Or maybe we could look at this too. The 6-year-old was always getting in trouble, no matter what he did, but he felt like, you know, they always praised the 2-year-old over him, you know, and I believe they could excuse me. I believe they could play a part too. That's if that was going on. But see, those are just questions. You know, I don't know for sure what could possibly be going on because, again, I don't stay there. And you just never know what's going on behind closed doors. You know, y'all hear the neighbors saying, y'all hear a lot of stories where the neighbors say, you know, hey, when I seen them, they used to always be smiling and all that. Yeah, that's what you see on the outside. But what's going on behind them closed doors is the big question. What goes on behind them closed doors? Now, what I want to play for y'all now is DCFS. I believe, if I heard it correct, they had a little history with this family. I don't think it's a big history, but they had dealt with him in the past. Let's listen.
Tonight, we continue to follow a suburban tragedy. A 2-year-old is dead after being stabbed to death by his 6-year-old brother. It is a heartbreaking story, and now one of the issues at the top of mind, could there be charges? Our Darius Johnson is live in the newsroom tonight. And Darius, you spoke with our legal expert. What did he say?
Dave, our legal analyst says he can't think of a case in Illinois in his career where a child under the age of 10 was charged with a delinquent offense, which is why the Department of Children and Family Services is now involved in this investigation to guide police on exactly what to do next. A somber Saturday in the south suburban neighborhood of Joliet. The minds of those in the 2700 block of Fairway Drive are swirling.
Everyone's just heartbroken.
That's the feeling after Joliet police say a 6-year-old boy stabbed his 2-year-old brother with a steak knife inside the home on Friday. The mother and grandmother were home when it happened. The mother called 911.
Our hearts go out to this family because, in our opinion, everyone in this incident is a victim.
CBS News Chicago legal analyst Irv Miller says this 6-year-old cannot be placed in a detention facility or jail, which is the case for any child under the age of 10 in the state of Illinois.
Can he be charged? Well, there's no minimum age for charging, but I have never in my career, both as a prosecutor and as a defense attorney, seen a child 10 or under charged with a delinquent offense in the juvenile courts. And I don't think I'm going to see it in this case either.
What you will see in this case is the help being provided. The Department of Children and Family Services is caring for the 6-year-old after conducting a mental health evaluation.
DCFS will provide services not only to the 6-year-old, but to his family, trying to keep this family intact, trying to provide any type of psychological or any type of family reunification services for this family. And if DCFS lacks the resources, the county will step in, and community agencies that are out there, nonprofits, could even get involved to try to help this family out to get through this tragedy.
One of those agencies also helping is Illinois Youth and Family, who were present throughout the day to offer a shoulder to lean on.
Just try to be part of the healing processes going forward with this.
Joliet police tell us they've responded to the home 3 or 4 times since 2021 for domestic-related incidents. However, it's unclear if any of those previous...
All right, y'all heard that. 3 or 4 times, but now they saying domestic, but they don't know if it's anything got to do with the child or whatnot. Y'all got to excuse me. I don't know. Excuse me. Every time I think this stuff clearing up, it seems like it's coming back or just draining 1 or 2. I'm sorry, y'all. I guess it's my sinus or whatnot. But y'all just heard that right there, okay? So they have been at this house, you know, but right now I guess they don't have the information to say was it related to their boy or not. But I want you to hear this as well.
Incidents or calls involve children, and if those children were ever in danger or if they were a threat. If so, that could possibly result in charges for the mother if she was aware of any dangers or threats and possibly didn't take any action. Right now, we know the Joliet Police Department will be holding a stress debriefing tomorrow for their own staff who are still coming to terms with this tragedy. We're live in the newsroom tonight. I'm Darius Johnson. Dave, back to you in studio.
All right, Darius, thank you.
That's a big thing right there, too, now. Did the mom know how this boy behavior was? There'll be a big thing, too. Was she fully aware of this boy behavior and the danger that he may possess to the younger brother? All right? That's going to be a big question, too. Can she get charged for that? I don't know. Again, guys, I'm ignorant to the law. I don't know how this stuff works. I really don't. And when I do these shows, I really don't advocate people to go to jail. Well, unless you just did some real fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? I will advocate for you to go to jail. But for the most part, I don't advocate for people to go to jail. But if you played a part in it, or you willingly allowed it to happen, then that's a different ball game in my book, okay? Because, which I failed to mention this too, he could have been bullying that 2-year-old, constantly doing stuff to that 2-year-old, causing harm to him. And by that being said, she could have been aware that he was doing that, but continued to allow it to happen by not taking precautions to prevent it to continue to happen. There could be a situation too. All right. So I guess it all depends how you look at this, because this story probably be looked at all kinds of ways. All kind of ways, you know. As a matter of fact, there right there you just heard, I had the article in my favor. They pretty much just repeated everything. On that video, they just pretty much said everything we had to tell, so I don't need to read that one. But let me see if I go back to this one. Of course, they saying the neighbors are stunned. And the lady you saw by the name of Danitha Gaines, she has lived in the usual quiet neighborhood for the past 5 years, seeing the two boys at their home as they played outside. See, you know, the neighbors see them outside is playing, walking the block with family, yada yada. But again, you just don't know what's going on behind them closed doors. A very nice family. But those memories are now joined by a new one of mothers sitting outside her home grieving. She sat right there on that bench yesterday just looking so distraught I even started crying, Gaines said. Police say the 2-year-old boy died Friday after his 6-year-old brother stabbed him several times with a steak knife inside their home while 2 adults were in another room. She says, I have a 2-year-old grandson and a 6-year-old granddaughter, and it's just so heart-wrenching. This is terrible. We had never had anything like this happening in this neighborhood, Gaines said. On Saturday morning, the nonprofit staff offered coffee, donuts, and support to a neighborhood in shock. There's some things that, regardless of training situations like this, you can't prepare for. Outreach supervisor for Illinois Youth and Family Service by the name of Jerron Neighbors, Sr. Just heartbroken. New Chicago reached the homeowner by phone, but they did not want to talk. I think it's very important to just remember that, you know, everyone is a victim in a situation, says Sergeant Dwayne English of the Joliet Police Department. Joliet police say they have responded to the boys' home 3 or 4 times for domestic issues since 2021. But the person that sent them those calls was not in the home Friday night, so who knows? Police said the 6-year-old brother underwent a mental examination overnight and has been placed with Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. The Joliet Police Department is holding stress debriefing on Sunday, which was 2 days ago. So I got to see if I can find it. For it's on. Oh well, they talking for their staff members, so that's probably nothing they're gonna put public. Who are coming to terms with the tragedy. Okay, so yeah, man, you know, again, it all depends on you as a person, how you look at this, you know, but I'm pretty much sure if you're anything like me, you're going to have questions up, down, left, right, northwest, southeast. You're going to have all kind of questions as to what may have led up to this, okay? And I guess $1 million question would be, did this 6-year-old, or does he have mental issues? You know, there'll be $1 million questions. Again, guys, another sad situation, but it seems like it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. But until then, guys, please let me know your thoughts and your concerns about this story, or if you're anybody who's in the family or friends of the family, man, I would love to talk to you, and maybe you can give me a little more insight at what possibly could be going on with this situation, or if you know, you can give me insight on what's going on in this situation. My platform is always open. My name is Chris Thorns. Thank you for listening, and hey, as always, stay tuned.